Welcome back. It's time for another edition of Happier at Home. Today we're talking about things to contemplate when considering hospice care for your loved one.
Yeah, this morning we're joined now by our guest, as always, Deb Marcello from Happier at Home. Good morning, Deb. Thank you so much for waking up with us.
Good morning, my friends. How are you?
Very well, thank you. So listen, this topic, I'll be honest, it's kind of it's a little bit depressing for some people because you're thinking about the end in a lot of ways. But I have to imagine having that conversation with your loved one, getting the conversation in the books, having that line of communication with them has got to be so freeing for yourself and for your loved one.
So it's important to have a conversation with the doctor as well. Toward the end of life, depending on what the diagnosis is, that's the medical problem, and what their prognosis is, the amount of time they may have left. Talking about hospice care can really help ease pain and help give more resources toward the end of life. I've known families that just feel like, well, if I go on hospice care, I'm going to be giving up. And that is not the case. You're actually trying to get extra people to rally around you and your family and your loved one to provide those extra resources. And in general, hospice care is for those who perhaps have 6 months or less to live. And it's really a doctor's call to give you that opinion. And one thing about hospice care is that we've seen people go on to hospice, get all these extra resources, and then all of a sudden rally. So you could come off of hospice care at any time.
Deb, we're running low on time here, so forgive us, but hospice provides so many of those amazing resources, 24/7 on-call nurses, medicine to help ease some of that pain and make them a little bit more comfortable, and again, social work and counseling, not just for the patient, but for family members in need as well.
Yes, that's all true. And also, if we have time, I'd like to mention palliative care because it's medical care for people with serious illnesses, and it can be provided along with curative treatment. Hospice care is not curative. It is for comfort at the end of life. Your medications may change, but palliative care really is a group of doctors, nurses, and specialists who really rely on looking at the symptoms and the stress of the illness and trying to relieve that for that person, and can go on for a long period of time. So in hospice care, honestly, going through it with my own family, it is something that these nurses and doctors are wonderful. They help and support you. And the end of life, even though, as you say, it's depressing, it can be a beautiful thing. I know that's so strange to say, but to be there with your loved one and help them through this transition it can be a beautiful thing. And I think some people out there understand that.
Deb Marcello, gotta let you go. Thank you so much. Happier at Home. We'll post all this information on